The set of primary differences between the IIAIDC project and other collective self-cognition and self-development trends and directions.
Ой, скажите, пожалуйста, вот есть идея мицаров,
Oris,
которая
please elaborate about the idea of
объединить
IIAIDCs, which intends to merge a lot of people.
Чем она отличается
How is it
от
different from other projects?
Она лучше.
In what ways is it better, as you state? Well, the distinctive part, which sets IIAIDCs aside from other spiritual development centers and other types of self-improvement group practices, is the presence of intellectual and sensual constituents in it. In particular, a positive sensual constituent, which is implemented through the principles of altruism.
Которая реализуется через принципы альтруизма. Кроме того, в основе
Additionally, within the fundamental information of IIAIDCs lies a high-frequency knowledge of Iissiidiology,
высококачественное
which I derive and constantly deepen and supplement through the intuitive path of deep meditation practice,
интуитивным путем через глубинные медитации, и которое позволяет фактически
Iissiidiology is a knowledge which actually allows providing and rationalizing the answers to virtually any questions.
любые вопросы. Это знание дает мощный базис
This knowledge provides a strong basis for creating of own life, not at the level of various impulsive and unconscious decisions and choices, but rather at the levels of higher intuition, which, in turn, based on the conscious display of highly intellectual altruism, coupled with highly sensuous intellect.
высокопозитивного альтруизма. Суть
The essence of such choices is embedded in a fact that the human community,
сообщества для чего
current human space-time continuum groups, are characterized by the combination of two key factors: the simultaneous display of higher sensuousness and higher intelligence mentioned above.
интеллектуального проявления. Почему?
Why is that important?
Это связано с
This is due to the type of the synthesis schema manifested on psychomental levels, which is the humankind's primary distinguishable characteristic.
все действия, которые соответствуют схеме синтеза,
Consequently, all the actions corresponding to the frequencies of the primary human synthesis schema, human self-improvement paradigm, and the general self-consciousness improvement process find favorable forms and modes of expression on the physical levels
благоприятные формы выражения,
in terms of biological health state, as well as on the mental level,
на физическом уровне,
facilitating of rapid self-improvement through the development of higher intuition.
уровне, в плане быстрого самосовершенствования за счет развития интуиции. Так вот, интуиция и ее развитие является
Intuition and its development method
отличием
is the second important differentiating factor, distinguishing IIAIDCs
остальных духовных
from all other individual spiritual and physical improvement centers.
совершенствования личности. Ииссиидиологическое знание, полученное
Iissiidiological knowledge, obtained by means of deep meditation,
таким образом,
is itself depicted in an intuitive mode,
его глубоко
which,
понять,
in turn, initiates the states of higher intuition
постоянно
designed to facilitate the profound comprehension of the revealed material.
не только абстрактное мышление нужно,
This process requires not only the application of abstract thinking,
что невозможно передать
but
словами,
also an understanding of a meaning which is virtually impossible to convey, and which is beyond the capacity of transmission of certain thoughts, imagery, and thought forms through the use of words.
То есть здесь огромную роль играет то, что те слова, которые заключены.
The most important factor here is that the words that enclose this knowledge are just a basis, a starting point, for the subsequent travel of the thought along completely incomprehensible ways of neural circuits in the brain.
Непостижимым путям нейронных цепей в мозге.
That allow us to understand an inexplicable something lying far beyond our current levels of cognition. The constant practice in the study of Iissiidiology allows any individual to cultivate the ability of an intuitive reasoning in an intuitive sensuousness.
Развивать в себе эту способность интуитивного мышления, интуитивного чувствования.
Thus, increasing the capacity of their meditation practice, and generally, their ability to communicate with the surrounding reality.
Возможности в общении с окружающей действительностью.
The third factor that differentiates IIAIDCs from other centers is the essence itself that is cultivated on the basis of this knowledge and the basis of diverse self-development. Due to the fact that a comprehensive Iissiidiology stimulates the comprehensive interest in physics, quantum mechanics, genetics, sociology, psychology, and other fields of study, there is a powerful inclination tendency into precisely these areas of intellectual development, and, along with the sensuous practices that develop higher sensitivity and positivism, initiate a powerful effect of culturing intellectually altruistic relationships within individual self-consciousness. What sets the IIAIDCs apart from all other trends and practices is the simultaneous cultivation of openness, honesty, and initiative, which, when are converted to responsibility, become the normal form of human existence, the normal form of relations between individuals in the community. When these types of relationships are practiced on a regular basis, this process provides a stupendous self-development effect. The ultimate purpose of our manifestation in the given physical worlds in these rather primitive biological forms implies the task of comprehension of a compound trinity of the intuitive intelligence, altruism, and unity, all of which together define our single unified wholeness, dispersed throughout a multitude of various structural constituents of the same unified collective intelligence which we perceive as the humankind. And due to the exorbitant diversity of the humankind types, we must determine certain traits that suit us to a greater extent. There are various types and quality levels of the humankind. Certain human communities are of very advanced levels. They create their higher quality realities and exist within the limits of a very high quality world. There are also average quality realities of the human existence. And, of course, there are primitive types of humanity, which create the primitive types of realities and exists there as well. So, it is essential to determine which community is best for you and with which one of your configurations you want to identify. Absolutely everything already exists. All we have to do is to choose what we want. the very possibility of creating anything is absent due to the fact that absolutely everything has already been created. This is the information minutely depicting the essence of creation, or at least part of it, since I am still continuing to work on it. You are welcome to explore and study it, which will facilitate the understanding of how to use non-aggressive methods to achieve the improvement of your existence. The fact that we remain in these destructive worlds, space-time continuums, suggests that firstly, we still possess a multitude of certain substandard, non-human perceptions which restrain and inhibit our development. And the second reason why we are still existing in this group of destructive continuums has to do with the fact that if someone has chosen to serve other people and beings, he or she should be able to carry on this noble mission, not only in established social order scenarios, where it is relatively easy and comforting, but specifically in these realities where people need to be awakened from the millennia of hibernation by means of infusing their consciousness with knowledge, which is inherent to the true human space-time continuum existence. That is because, previously, no other system of knowledge has brought a deliverance from wars to the humankind.